Welcome to the Summer 2024 Wellness Academy. And we have a repeat guest this year, Jean-Guy de Gabriac from Brussels.
Yes, still living in Brussels, but still no muscles. I need to work on this. Some things change, some things don't.
He's very funny today. And we are thrilled. It's good timing because Jean-Guy is the founder of World Wellness Weekend. It will be in September again this year. This is the 8th edition of it. And it's a wonderful initiative to get everyone moving and in a very inclusive way. It's international, all ages, stages, shapes, sizes, and not $1,000 per person to participate. So the mission is very clear. It's wellness for all. And I will let Jean-Guy explain more about what his mission is with his initiative and the weekend and all the things that we can ramp up to participate in with our businesses, our clubs this fall. So Jean-Guy, thank you for saying yes, because I think it's 8 or 9 o'clock at night where you are.
No, it's actually 7:12.
7:12.
Yeah, but it's okay. It's okay.
So
It's
merci beaucoup. Okay.
Merci à toi. All right. I'm mainly going to speak about we because wellness starts with we, not me. And I'm going to share my screen. And maybe since you told me that a few people are still dialing in, I'll start with a 90-second video teaser that sets the tone of what we do. Then I'll share a few slides. I'm going to skip through slides and not dwell on them because they'll be shared. Debbie will share them with you if you want to read them and share them to friends, colleagues, pass them around because I believe that passion can be passed around. And then I'll show you an example of a spa and fitness property in Brussels that is really using the technology we have, wellmap.org, a directory in 18 languages, but who cares about the 17 others because what you're interested in is English. So it's in English and 17 other languages. So I'll show you a few things. But before, let's get started with the video and let's push the vibes up.
Are you ready?
Wow! Wellness Weekend!
Right. So I'm going to start sharing this presentation and then I'll show you a live example. I need to reduce this because there's something at the beginning. Okay, I get it. Now I have it and here we go. So as you have seen in this, please confirm that you see my slides.
Yes, we do.
Perfect. So as you have seen, World Wellness Weekend will return for the 8th edition on September. We always take place on the 3rd weekend of September, just before the equinox. This year, September 20th, Friday, first day for us, starting in Fiji, will be in partnership with the World Cleanup Day. They will be moving 19 million people around in 160 countries. We will be encouraging as many of the venues and professionals and fit pros participating, maybe to encourage people to be active with friends, multi-generational, not challenging, cleaning up a beach, cleaning up a park, cleaning up a neighborhood. It's great fun, little warm-up, exercise, picking up, and then maybe a mindfulness session, because after cleaning up the neighborhood or the beach, it's time to unclutter also the mind. We are supporting the United Nations, and you will see that in many ways because we have a partnership with them to present the photos of activities that will support underserved communities, and the best photos will be selected and exhibited in a photo show in Geneva at the United Nations in partnership with the World Health Organization. We have 5 pillars of wellness that we promote. A better sleep with the ideas that you can have, so sleep and creativity. Nutrition, what you decide to put in your body, knowing that it's not just the gut, it's not just something that you can trash your body with, it's also food, brain food, it's also being mindful of your microbiome, so nutrition and immunity. Vitality, coming from movement. It's not just getting ready for the Olympics in Paris. It's just about getting out and about in your neighborhood and planning trips and excursions and travels near or far with your friends, family, especially if you're 60 plus and you want to have time with the grandkids. Serenity, and coming from mindfulness and solidarity and purpose. So 5 pillars. We started in 2017 in France and Belgium, because I'm French living in Belgium, so I had to start in my backyard with 160 venues. Fast forward to last year, last September, 6,300 venues participated in 148 countries. The most active countries were Spain, Brazil, Italy, Japan. You can see them on the left. The most active cities, Marbella, with 181 venues and professionals organizing at least one fun-free activity. Then it was Brazil, Rome in Italy, and 3 more cities in Spain, because Spain was the most active country, not just in one city. We are partnering with 60 associations and federations. I realized that I should have changed the logo of HRSA with Health and Fitness Association. So as soon as we're finished with this presentation or this conversation, I will change it and resend it to Debbie. We together, and that's where the we part comes in, not just me, with over 6,000 venues last year, over 1,000 mentions were presented on the TV, radio, news. I didn't even know about Anne being present also in Tampa, but that would have been great. We would have loved to include it in the media compilation that you can see here. And when you will receive this PDF, you will be able to click on it and see a lot of people in a lot of countries and a lot of languages trying to see World Wellness Weekend, and it can be a mouthful. So it's already the first smile that we put on faces when people are trying to say quickly World Wellness Weekend. It can be a tongue twister. But some venues like Val di Fiemme, which is not a venue, which is a city, which is actually a mountain where they will host the Winter Olympics in 2026, and they already had 3 world championships of downhill skiing. They participated, and the level of media coverage that they got grew from over 1 million to close to 3 million euros. Not money they've spent, but the value that they could have gotten. So it's World Wellness Weekend is for you really an opportunity to generate media exposure, especially if you have fun, free, original activities. Super simple to activate, to join, to be on the map, all you need to do is go on wellmap.org. You will see on the upper right a button that says sign up. Your page will be created in English. You will add all of your important information. How can people contact you by phone, by email, the social media handles you have so that they can follow you. You will be publishing at least one fun, free activity that you are ready to offer on the World Wellness Weekend. Not because you think I'm nice, I'm kind, I have a funny French accent, but because together we want to make a stand. We want to be part of the standing ovation of our profession. Fitness, wellness, beauty, hospitality, tourism, to say we matter. And together we can enhance and promote a healthier, stronger society, no matter what the age. And when I heard about Anne talking about her gym taking care of older adults, when I heard about Liz also helping with the movement, capability, and range of movement for clients 60 or older, I would like to share with you a dream. And I will not start my sentence by saying, I have a dream, because someone had that dream before and it was a much bigger dream than I have. But if I dream about what we can do and how we can make an impact, wouldn't it be fantastic if we could find role models, some of your clients, 60, older, who are in shape and who actually accept to become the wellness buddy of a teenager, of a young adult, maybe with a little bit of overweight, maybe obese, maybe with type 2 diabetes, maybe someone with special needs, or simply someone who is not active enough and who has not understood that the value of being active often is a fantastic capital that you build over and over to increase your vitality, your serenity, and your solidarity. Because one of the key factors, according to Harvard University, is not how fit you are, but how social you are. And being in a club, living in a club, enjoying fitness challenges, fun ones, is really part of the social part that can have us as healthy and happy as possible. Show how you and your club, your activity, and even if you don't have a club, even if you're a freelancer, show how you are part of the solution and how your clients are also part of the solution. All it takes is one activity. It can be in person in your club. It can be outside, weather permitting. It can be online if you want to reach another audience. As original and creative it can be, then you will attract people. If you only say, we always have a yoga or a fitness or a stretching class on Friday and Saturday, and because the first class is free, well, during World Wellness Weekend, you can show up and the first class will be free, as every day. That is not really creative. And why would people come? Is there something special you would like to share? Something that really moves you? Rumi said, the Sufi poet, wherever you are, be the soul of this place. What sets your heart on fire? I believe that passion is something that is not just poured into people like you would pour water into a vase. It's something to light fires in eyes and hearts. So what would be your special class? What would be your special music? I've attended once a fantastic yoga session that was using opera music, overtures, and it was called Yopra. Opera music for yoga. How can you surprise your regular clients? How can you attract the ones that used to come and haven't showed up in the past 6 months? How can you attract people who live in your neighborhood? And they are the 80% of people in your neighborhood that still don't know about you. So encouraging people to be more active more often. And the fact that when you create your page, when you announce the fun free activity, singular, or as you will see, plural, giving you a badge as a champion or as a hero, you should also announce the sessions, the events, the workshops, the special classes that you will have for a weekend or for a full moon session. And they don't come for free. They come with a fee. They come with a participation fee, and that's okay. And you should definitely announce that also on that page with another activity. So you will have different types of activities. You can have as many as you want, but we will count the number of fun and free activities you do. And if you have 3, then you'll receive a badge. When you are ready, when your team is ready, or if you just work by yourself, and you know what you're going to do and you think it's exciting, please tell it to Debbie and tell it to journalists near you, tell it to local influencers, tell it to your chamber of commerce, to your visiting bureau. Try to see how you can make it as big as possible. And when you do something and when you realize, oops, I'm the only one celebrating World Wellness Weekend in Tampa or Providence, Rhode Island, or in Washington, D.C., or wherever you are, well, maybe you'll get in touch with a local spa, a local yoga studio, a local Pilates studio, a local vegan restaurant, and maybe you'll encourage them to also be part in World Wellness Weekend. That is not, then it's not just you, then it becomes you plural with a wellness collective, and then maybe each of you can organize one activity, and if you're close enough in the same neighborhood, then there can be something on the Friday afternoon, Friday after works, maybe Saturday morning and Saturday afternoon, and then Sunday morning, and then Sunday afternoon or evening, weather depending, to celebrate with Hawaii, which will be the final destination that will be closing the activities on Sunday. And as I said, on Friday, it will be officially around the World Cleanup Day. On Saturday, it will be officially the International Day of Peace. And on Sunday, it will be officially the equinox, which is a beautiful symbol of work-life balance. So plenty of celebrations around. This document is showing you how people are thinking of getting the trampolines out in the neighborhood and having people jump so that they can be seen by the people in the neighborhood, and take the gym out so that they can bring the neighborhood into the club. Some ladies in Asia thought that it would be nice to wear fluorescent glasses and how do you say, bangles and makeup to have a glow-in-the-dark Zumba. That was fun. Another one organized a session on a rooftop in the Middle East. The people in bathrobe are doing Tai Chi in a historical building in the center of France, in a thermal town. They do not provide in that thermal town Tai Chi, but on the World Wellness Weekend, they invited someone to come and do Tai Chi, and they all of those people are what they call themselves bathrobe addicts. So whenever they can do an activity, they do that. And some of those people went to purchase their baguette in the morning, walking in the streets in bathrobe, and then they were greeted by the baker, who was also wearing a bathrobe. And whoever showed up in that shop on that day for World Wellness Weekend wearing a bathrobe had a special discount. As you can see in Japan, exercise and fitness is super important for people of old age, and the Golden Ladies here had a lot of fun. Actually, it was not a Zumba class, it was a slow Zumba class. So the music was moving and exciting, but the rhythm wasn't too high. And actually, it was not Japan. It was in the province of Quebec. And on the lower end, you can see that Fitness First really took it to another level. With Fitness First, Celebrity Fitness, David Lloyd's in the UK, and hopefully Planet Fitness in the US, we will have a thunderclap. So lots of ideas of activities that you can do, photos. If you just do one, you can be a participant and you can immediately receive your official badge with an automatic email. If you do not receive it, maybe there's a glitch, or maybe your email is thinking that our email is junk, and maybe you can find it in your junk box, or you'll find it in the communication kit. So you can have that badge. If you organize 3 activities, maybe one that's encouraging people to be more active in a tonic way, maybe one that is encouraging people to stretch and catch their breath, something more leading towards serenity. So you can have with one vitality, one serenity, and maybe one of those 2 classes you could have a friend record with a Facebook Live, an Insta Live, and post also online so it can be accessible to a wider audience. 2 activities in person and 1 online. That for me calls for 3 fun-free activities. Yes, we stretch it a little bit because actually one of the activity will be in person and also online, but let's say it's 3 and you will get a champion badge. Let Debbie know and she will send you your official wellness champion badge when we can see the 3 activities on your website so that everyone can see it. Now, if you want to be a hero, 3 activities for your guests or your members, as I have described, 1 activity for your team, and 1 activity as an outreach program for underserved community will go a long way. When you click on that link, send a photo to the United Nations, you'll arrive on a landing page that will show you what you can do, fill in a form. It will not be spam, but you will definitely be connected to Isabelle Waxmuth. Yes, her name starts with a W, which is something that I enjoy particularly. She also works for the World Health Organization, which is also with a W. And she's been working as a project manager for the past 20 years. So she's waiting for photos from around the world showing wellness, fitness, beauty, tourism, hospitality professionals saying, we are not waiting for our city or our province, our county, our country to do something for others. We are reaching out. This is what we did. And this is in the name of Wellness for All. She will get the photos. The best photos will be included in a mosaic. They will be presented in Geneva. And then a photo will be taken of it and will be shared worldwide. So it will be physical, it will be digital, it will be physical, something like this. This is a small suggested countdown of what to do in May. May is not finished yet. You can still have the time to sign up, create your page, think about what you want to do. If you still want to think about it in June, you can. But please know that we have an international press release coming up. The deadline to send your information was supposed to be yesterday. We are extending it to the end of this week and possibly until Monday. So if there's something you want to do, please let Debbie know. She will inform our global coordinator, Aida, who speaks 3 languages. And you could be, if your activity is original enough, you could be included in the press release. Then June, we publish. July, August, you will see a big uptick in the number of venues signing up. I told you that last year we had over 6,000. Already, we haven't launched the press release. Already, we have 7,600 in over 150 countries. Then these are a few things that we suggest you do before the event and after the event. Something that some venues did is that they said, okay, we'll honor Wellness for All, and we will have an activity where everyone is welcome. Everyone, any age, size, shape, and hopefully, as I said again, people sometimes who are older than others or have more needs than others could be the wellness buddies of people who are younger and maybe have all of their limbs or their sight and hearing. However, they're not using their body enough. That would be fantastic to showcase. We need champions, and they could also be champions and inspiration. So some venues decided to also add something a little bit more exciting for their best clients and best members. They had a fun free class for everyone to join, and then they had a VIP experience also for their best clients to honor them and surprise them, because regular clients want to be surprised. They want to be impressed what could you do to impress them again? Not because it's free, but because it's super fun. And then it becomes maybe one of your signature classes, one of your signature sessions. During the weekend, we encourage you to post, of course, before, during, and encourage people to join you. And then after, please, well, and during the weekend, please take as many photos as you can with their permission, and post them with curated, because wellness doesn't end with World Wellness Weekend on the 23rd. It actually continues with all of the classes and all of the events that you're organizing. I told you about the United Nations. Here we are. This is the page. If you want to scan the QR code on your screen, you can. It will take you directly to that page, or you can go on worldwellnessweekend.org. There's a dash between every word, world-wellness-weekend.org, and you will see one of the thumbnails on the top. I have underlined it. UN for United Nations, SDG 3 for Sustainable Development Goal number 3. This is another thumbnail that you can find with KIT 2024. It will explain you everything you need to know about the event, the communication kit with so many graphic elements you can use for social media, for your in-house marketing and communication, more examples of activities with our 5 pillars of wellness, top tips to get started, and also to grow your media exposure, lots of things. This is my final slide. If you want to be in touch with me, you can definitely be in touch with me through Debbie. You can write to me directly if you want, but I would love for Debbie to be the person who is continuing to encourage you. She's such a powerhouse of inspiration with so many things you can do to attract more people, to retain them, to have clients come back, to grow into possibly not just fitness pros being more successful, but maybe wellness professionals, wellness influencers. We have a special hashtag now, hashtag Wellfluencer, that we are adding. I will add it to this presentation. And that's it for this part. I'll just take another second of your time to show you what it looks like when you go on World Wellness Weekend. People will be able to, so this is not the landing page, this is not the home page. I will show it to you right after, but this always stays on. People can search by city, Tampa, Rhode Island, Providence. They can search by country, USA, Canada. You can sign up right here. Once you have created your page, you can always go back and sign in to get back into your back office, edit your information, edit your activities, continue to add more activities as you go on, as the month go on. We'll just go back. You can, and this is brand new, we will be launching a wellness web app in June. People will be able to sync up their smartphone, their smartwatch, their Fitbit, their Strava, possibly also their MyZone. Every minute of activity or every minute of serenity will count. At the end of the month, they'll have maybe 60 minutes, 120 minutes. Minutes will be able to be exchanged, will turn into points. Points will be able to be traded for special offers. The more the points, the better, and the bigger the offers with Nike, ASICS, and so many other brands. And this is something that you could encourage your clients, your members to sign up, because we will have a leaderboard and we will have the most active countries showing up, not just because it's going to be the Olympics in France, but because we want to have more people more active more often. This is one example of one venue. It is a spa and fitness. It's located in Brussels. They added their telephone number, which is here. And because 50% of people look at WellMap on their phone, just clicking on this button on their phone will connect them with you with your telephone number. They can send you an email or a message. They can say, oh, I really want to join. Your activities are fantastic. This is my name, my email address. And please, can you save 2 seats for me and my friend? They can share on social media. And for instance, I'm going to this spa and fitness place in Brussels. It sounds great. So I'm clicking on this. It's a little slow because Zoom is slowing down the process. I'm going to tag my friend Debbie because I really want Debbie to join with me. So I'm tagging her, I'm writing a message, I'm saying I'm going, who's coming with me? I'm feeling great about it. Boom, I send. So any person finding you on WellMap, loving what you do, can start becoming your ambassador and say, oh, this is great, my friends need to know about it. They need to come. This page, your page, if you want to join in, can be shared on Facebook, on Twitter, X, and LinkedIn. It cannot be shared on Instagram because this is a page with a URL. On Instagram, you can share photos, but you cannot share pages. If you want to get directions on how to get to this place, or if you want people to find directions on how to go to your place, then this is connected directly to Google Map. And then if you place the location, and this is where the address is. This is where I am, and I can go by foot. I can cycle, local transportation, car, and this is all you can do. Activities, they can be one activity for the upcoming International Yoga Day. They can be something for mother-daughter, and you can even bring your mother-in-law with a heart and chakra meditation, especially your mother-in-law. You can celebrate World Wellness Weekend. And in this instance, I decided to show you that, yes, you need to organize one fun and free activity. In this case, because it's a spa and fitness, they're offering a facial yoga group session and a yoga eye bar, a beauty eye bar, and this will be free, and you'll discover a selection of vegan cosmetics and everything. This is free. But if you want to stay and celebrate World Wellness Weekend with them, with a World Wellness retreat, with a special package, with 2 classes per day on Saturday and Sunday, maybe with a wellness lunch and a smoothie, entirely up to you to decide what is in the package. 2 days, 4 classes, 2 lunches. It could have been a face value of 145 euros or dollars. Let's say they organize this at an irresistible rate of 95. So it shows you that you can have at least one fun-free activity, and then you can have special offers to have them come back. When you post on World Wellness Weekend, it doesn't have to be everything for free all the time. It doesn't work. I do not believe people will come because it's free. They will come because it's great. And this is the reason why, because they organize something free in September. Well, actually, the event for Mother's Day comes at a price, 20 euros instead of 25, and 20% will be donated to refugees. Same with International Yoga Day. And then they are also organizing something outside of their premises, a World Cleanup Day in Brussels, and they are encouraging people to show up at a special place. There will be a warm-up. This will be the moment to switch on your devices, to clock in your minutes and earn points. And then we'll be walking, we'll be jogging. It's a small place, so maybe an hour will do it, and there will be a lot of people. But many times World Cleanup Day told us that their activities usually take from 2 to 3 hours. Then there will be a guided relaxation because it will be an inner cleanup to unclutter the mind. So you can be a well-fluencer, but if you participate in the World Cleanup Day, you can also be a clean fluencer. So this is what I wanted to share with you. So sorry for being so talkative, so chatty, but hey, I'm French and you just caught me in the act.